We made Khichuri Bhog and all of you have liked it and made comments also. One inevitable part with Khichuri Bhog, without which Khichuri Bhog is incomplete, is labra. What do we call it? Mixed stir-fried vegetables. Personally, I have never been a fan of labra in my growing up days because it was vegetarian and contained all sorts of vegetables, both the things which I don't like. But as I have grown up, whenever there is a khichuri bhog, I don't miss out on labra. Now perhaps I realize the essence of the taste, and it's like magic. Very simple, very easy to cook, but it's magic. We have it during Durga Puja, we have it on Lokhi Puja, we have it in Saraswati Puja also. But labra is a must have with the khichuri bhog. Let's see how we make labra.
You need a whole lot of vegetables to make labra. The vegetables that we need are radish. I've used a couple of them. One medium-sized brinjal or eggplant. I've used a banana stem, a small part of it. One big sweet potato, a little bit of pumpkin, one large plantain, and 2 to 3 potatoes, and one medium-sized cauliflower. So first of all, you peel the sweet potato, peel off the skin. Now if you have a large one, then either you can have one large sweet potato or 2 small ones, and cut them into cubes. Like, this is my mother calls them dumo kore kata. Same with the potatoes. Either you can use one large potato or maybe two. I have very small ones, so I'm using 3 small potatoes, and I've cut them into quarters or halves depending on the size of the potatoes. Basically, you have to keep the size of all the vegetables almost same, and dunk them in water because otherwise it will turn black. Now this is the banana stem. This is a little older one. I've used half of this. So cut them into slices and then cut them into 4 quarters. And if it is a smaller one, then you keep them in half moon shape. And this is the pumpkin. Again, with the pumpkin also, you cut them into squares, small squares, all of more or less equal size. This is the most important ingredient, which is the radish and the radish head, the stem, without the leaves. You must add the stems because they add so much flavor to a labra. I've used 2 radish over here and the stems on top, and the radish also I've cut them into cubes. The brinjal, on the other hand, you have to cut them into a little larger size because when you fry brinjal, it becomes small. And if it's small in size, then it will literally melt in the labra. So we want the size or the shape of the brinjal in the vegetable. So you cut them little larger in size than the rest of the vegetables. And this is the plantain. So you remove the skin of the plantain, and like the radish, cut them into cubes. The cauliflower also, the cauliflower stem from the khichuri also I had kept, and this is the one from the current cauliflower also. So use the stems, use the the bottom, the thick part, use everything. There's no hard and fast rule, but all this adds to the flavor of the labra. And cut the cauliflower into large florets. And if you notice, I have kept all the skins and the peels and whatever leftovers, I've kept them separately. And what I do is that I put them all in a pressure cooker and steam them and then make a paste and give a bit of tempering and eat it. There are several ways of making labra. I have myself made it differently in this video as well as what I have done in the blog. So what I've learned from my mother is that for Lokhi Pujo, Ma usually never puts turmeric powder in it. But in a Durga Puja Bhog, for that labra, she uses turmeric powder. The one which I have over here is with turmeric powder. If few of the vegetables which are absolutely must have in a labra, which gives it its unique flavor, is radish, the stems or the head, the stems of the radish head, which is so flavorful. Then there is the banana stem. It adds flavor as well as that crunch in all the mushy vegetable, and sweet potato. So these are the three or four things which are absolutely must have. Other than this, so if you're making it in winter or if you're making it in summer, you can do a little bit of, like in winter you wouldn't add a turai or a ridge gourd, but in summer you can add ridge gourd. So things like that, you do whatever is available seasonally and locally and use them, but with a few vegetables which are absolutely must try in a labra. Make sure to wash your vegetables first before starting the cook. So I've taken about 2 tablespoons of mustard oil, and in that mustard oil you heat it and you fry the brinjals first. And it doesn't take long for brinjals to fry, and basically you cook the brinjals completely, fry them and cook and you keep it aside and you add it right in the end. In the same oil, temper it with 2 dried bay leaves and 2 dried red chilies. Let the chilies brown a bit, and then you add about half a teaspoon, a little heaped half a teaspoon of panchforon. And then you add the potatoes and the sweet potatoes. Now these are the 2 vegetables which take the longest to cook, so that's why we add the potatoes and the sweet potatoes right in the beginning. Then we add the banana stem. Okay, Brishti is trying very hard to feed me something, which is why you will probably find some interference. Anyway, so then you add all the stems of the cauliflowers and the radish, add the stems, add the radish, and give it all a nice stir. Now stir this, on high heat, stir fry this for about 5 minutes, add some salt, keep stir frying it for some time. Yum. Okay, then you add the cauliflowers and a little bit of turmeric powder. Just about a teaspoon of turmeric powder will do. Stir fry this, and this is something which I have recently started doing. This is half a cup of coconut paste. Now this is not something that my mother taught me. This is something I've learned from my friend Devjani at the Mustard Pop-Up. And then this would be about, we would have reached about 20% of the cook, and then you add the pumpkin. This pumpkin will take a little less time to cook than rest of the vegetables. Now mix it all up, cover it and keep it on low flame and let it cook in its own juice. You don't need to add any water or anything else. Let it cook, let all the vegetables cook in its own juices. But cover and cook at a low heat, and when the vegetables have become soft, that's when you add the brinjal. Now sometimes the vegetables stick, so you have to sprinkle some water. Add sugar, a heaped teaspoonful of sugar. When all the vegetables have cooked and they've become nice and mushy, that's when you add the sugar. And then finally you add freshly grated ginger paste, about heaped teaspoon, and a whole lot of ghee. So the ghee would be essential in labra. I've added about 2 tablespoons of ghee over here, and then give it all a nice stir. Make sure nothing is sticking, and it should all become nice and mushy. Cut 2 green chilies into halves, and you add the green chilies. You can add 2 or more green chilies, it's up to you. Mix it all up, and that's it. You can serve labra with your khichdi and 5 kinds of bhaja or whatever else you want to have, or you can just have it as it is. It's really tasty. If you like this recipe, do comment below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.